Hey guys, TNT Barbecue Go Cowboys. Wayne, Stan Colts, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Ray Guy, how are you? Shane, what's cooking? Good looking. Who's that big sexy drinking from that cup? Yeah, buddy. You know it. Yeah, I brought the stash back. My wife hates it, by the way. Let me see if I can turn my phone around. There we go. Oops. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. Yankee Living, how are you? Yeah, where's John at 1984 barbecue? He loves it when I sport the stash. Joe spins me right around. That's a cool song, Shane. I don't have an Alexa or I turned some music on. Did you say go Patriots? Yankee? No, I didn't say that. Somebody's yelling outside your house, maybe, not me. Stephanie, how are you? Smoking under the big sky. How are you? Delana Burkham. How are you? Luis. What's going on, guys? What's the smoking barbecue? As long as James isn't here, you shouldn't have a problem with Alexa. That's so true, right? I don't know what it. I sent a text to James last night, I think, because he was having some problems. But, I was having. Phones are kind of crazy these days. They got a lot of memory, but when you're running low on memory, they kind of start acting funny. So I said, hey, man, if you got, because I know he records with his iPhone. So I told him, hey, if you got a lot of videos, you might try deleting some of that stuff because that might be why he's having some problems. What's up? What's for dinner? How are you? Old vet. There's my man right there. Vet, I think he came out with a new video. I haven't seen it yet. Suburban Barbecue. Jim, how are you? Keep the stash. Somebody's watching Ski Patrol? Stephanie? Yeah, my wife hates my stash. But King Kilbasa. Mike Montoya, yeah. There's another guy. It's Joe Jeremy is back. I wish I had his money. Jacqueline, how are you? Doing good. Oh yeah, you see that, huh? Good eye. Who was that? Belly busting. Yeah, man. I got some paint and I'm actually gonna do a video. There's a delay in my talking? Oh, I'm connected to Wi-Fi. That's weird. Are you guys experiencing a delay? Okay. Rick's Barbecue in Blackstone. How are you? Okay, good. Yeah, so Greg, how are you? Happy belated birthday. I saw you got some bags or you posted something about getting some bags, but not sure what was in the bags. Yankee Living says that there's a delay in his hearing, so it matches my delay, so it kind of pairs up. I mean, the delay is right here. Yankee Living's hearing is right here, so we kind of meet in the middle. So all good. Tiff Treats. I don't know what Tiff Treats is. I think I saw your. I saw. I don't know what that is, Greg. What is it? They were like in a Victoria's Secret bag. So, but yeah, you see that paint back there? I'm actually going to do a video. I'm going to be touching up my Yoder smoker, and I'm going to be doing a video on how to properly touch up your. Oh, nice. How to properly touch up your Yoder smokers. Those for those of you guys, I'm sorry, that have a Yoder smoker, you probably have some paint chipping off, and maybe in the front under the lid, you probably have some paint chipping off, or maybe the paint's coming off. So I'm gonna do a video on that, how to touch it up properly, and I do have some paint right back here, and people freak out that paint's peeling off of their smokers or whatever, but guys, just like a vehicle that needs an oil change, sometimes you got to do a little bit of maintenance on your smokers. Doesn't matter if it's a Weber kettle or a Yoder or Veronica. Those things need some maintenance. Yeah, Jim, they do sound good. The bags looked expensive, so I can only imagine what was inside the bags. But what do you guys think of that brisket comparison video that I just did? The left versus right. My backyard life. How are you? Right is more tender. King, when I was pulling them apart, I was like, oh crap. John Lopez, how are you? How's your smoker coming along? When I pulled that left side brisket, it was like I didn't even have to use any effort. Like it just went whoop, and it came up. It came apart. The right side brisket had a little bit of tug, um, but the yeah, no middle brisket. um, that right side brisket had a little bit more pull, um, but both when you put them in your mouth, guys, both were really tender. So, and again, I think that the right side slice may have been a little bit thicker, but they were both really really good. In fact, we had some. Was it yesterday? The day before yesterday, we had some brisket sandwiches, and the rest are in the deep freeze already. Yeah, backyard life. That could be. You always wonder those things. Somebody mentioned that Kyle was left-handed or something like that. But yeah, you should backyard life. Renee, so Wayne, the leftovers, I put them in my deep freeze. And if we have family get-togethers or whatever, I pull them out. We make sandwiches or whatever. It's kind of nice because at any given moment, somebody can ring your doorbell. It could be family, um, and you don't have to cook anything up for dinner, man. Just pull it out of the deep freeze, pop it in the microwave on a slow defrost, and dinner is ready. Guys, I got pork chops, I got ribs, I got um, brisket. Um, Rick's barbecue. Dude, you know what's funny, Rick, is that my daughter could not get enough of that brisket, that left side one. She's like, man, this is so delicious. It's so tender. So that's funny. Okay, so John Lopez, you said you got to build. Oh, so you're gonna build a metal canopy for it? That's cool, man. Let me see. I vacuum seal all leftovers on my stand. Okay, in your stand-up freezer. Yeah, that's a good call, man. Vacuum seal it, guys. Vacuum seal prevents freezer burn. It stays fresher that way. You don't get that kind of nasty freezer taste on your food, and it works good. Yeah, what you smoking? I hear you, man. It's my freezer is full, guys. I could take you to my freezer right now, and you guys would freak the heck out. I think I got 4 briskets in there, and I got a bunch of cooked stuff that I've cooked up, and it's like it's a big deep freezer. It's an upright, and that sucker is full. You guys would freak out if I walked you guys to my garage. Where's the little beard? It's gone. Jacqueline, yeah, I'm sporting the stash. My absolute favorite rub combo for St. Louis ribs and for brisket. Jason Santora for ribs. Um, Garlic jalapeno seasonal. I know people always say, "Why do you use Victory Lane?" Guys, there's a reason I use Victory Lane, and it's because it's good. I believe in it. I use it, and people ask me, "Hey, is it really that good?" Guys, do you think I would buy all that food and cook all that food if it wasn't good? I mean, that stuff is amazing. First off, Wayne Stankoltz, uh, appreciate the $2 super chat. Um, it's not expected, but definitely appreciated. So on my ribs, Jason, garlic jalapeno seasonal, pecan rub, and cherry rub on top of it. Okay, and then once you're done, you can put a little bit more pecan on the top. Maybe after you glaze it, put a little bit more, just lightly, just a little bit on the top. Man, that stuff is good, guys. And the cherry, if you eat the or taste the cherry out of the bottle, it tastes a little bit overpowering. But when you cook it, mixed with the pecan and the garlic jalapeno, man, that's the best. All right, let me catch up. Just stayed 8. How are you? I'm getting Angus steer. Okay, so you want to document how it sleeps? Oh, that'd be a cool video. That would be a badass video, my backyard life. Sous vide for reheating brisket? No, I haven't. But I have tried boiling it. I just don't know if the bags that I'm using from Cabela's are boil proof, if that makes any sense. Wayne, you want brisket? Black Daddy, how are you? It's a walk-on trailer, so you have about a 3-foot walking space. Yeah. Any promo codes for Victory Lane King Kielbasa? Very good question. There is a promo code, guys. The 20% was because I was going live on the hot seat, but there is a promo code. Smokin' Joe's Pit Barbecue. No spaces, no commas, no hyphens, no nothing. All lowercase. Smokin' without the G. Joe's Pit Barbecue. And you get 10% off when you order anything from Victory Lane. Rick, that's interesting. Half of an avocado. Rick, I am so glad that you brought that up because when we buy avocados, we usually buy. Um, okay, Jason, I'm gonna have to check that one out. Um, so one thing that I found, guys, if you leave your avocados on the counter, they will ripen really fast. Okay, um, like if you buy them a little bit hard from the store, maybe green, if you leave them out, they're gonna ripen pretty fast. In 2-3 days, they're gonna be ready to eat. But if you pop that sucker in the fridge, it will last you 2 weeks and it'll still be a little bit firm. So put them in the fridge if you want them to last a little bit longer. What you smoking? You bought a 6 ribeye steaks because they were on sale tonight. Yeah, when you get deals like that, that's the vacuum sealer is good for that. Um, will you be getting the Yoda charcoal grill too? That thing is a mad mofo. I really like that grill actually. It's big and I like it. So maybe. Hey, just ate Thea Joe. That's awesome. Good to hear. So you leave them in the fridge. Yeah, if you guys, sometimes we do that. If we're gonna have brisket sandwiches or brisket tacos or something, we'll leave them in the fridge for a couple days. You come back and it's defrosted. Angus and Hereford, different kinds of meat. James Pruitt. Um, let me mute my notifications, guys. Hang on. All right. So do I feel that I can tell the difference between Angus and Hereford, different kinds of meat when you're cooking it? James, that is another good question. I can tell, maybe not from Angus. Well, yes, Angus too. Um, so if you buy a select brisket and you get a an Angus um, prime or a choice, I can tell a difference. And then especially if you take a step up to Wagyu brisket, you can definitely taste a difference. Um, the Wagyu brisket is really rich, guys, because of the fat content that it's got. But it's a damn good brisket. I could probably only eat 2 slices of Wagyu brisket, guys. It's that rich. It's like it's like that really dark chocolate cake that it looks beautiful in the case at the bakery, and it's like, man, that thing looks good. You can probably only eat half of that cake or half of that slice because it's extremely rich. I think so anyway on Wagyu. I can't eat more than 2 slices of Wagyu brisket because it's rich. But to be honest with you, some of the not breasts, some of the best brisket that I've cooked are choice uh, Angus, the certified Angus beef, the choice. Man, that's a good brisket, guys. It's just not everybody has them. It's either select or prime. And I think Chef Johnny was talking about how to select a brisket on his chat earlier. But if you can find a cab or certified Angus beef choice, get it. That's a damn good brisket, guys, because it's in between the select and the prime. And man, that's a damn good brisket, guys. That's some of the best brisket that I've cooked. Let me catch up on some questions here. All right, Jim. Later, buddy. Am I getting an Evie Mays offset? Ah, man. I don't know if I'm getting Evie Mays offset. I love it. TNT, you're welcome. With this, okay, George, how are you, man? With the select and choice, I still think if one raised under a lot of stress and the other ones were raised on good feed and no stress, the one under no stress is going to be better. George, I'm with you on that one, man. I think that, guys, when we buy eggs, we buy the free range chicken eggs, and they're hormone free, range free. It's probably like $6 a dozen, but that's what we choose to eat for eggs. And there is a taste difference when you buy those eggs versus the 99 cents a dozen eggs. The yolk is even nice and rich and orange. It's a good flavor. Come here, Ranger. Come say hi to the people. Come here. Come here. Hey, come here. Ranger. Come here. Come here. Come here. He's shy. He doesn't want to come up. Oh, there he is. Come here, boy. Come here. Come here. Say hi to the people. Oh. But yes, George, you got a good point there, buddy. Josh and Babe, happy hump day to you, my friend. My backyard life, it's I've seen videos on YouTube and Instagram where there's cows and maybe they're kept in a barn and they're so happy when they're running out to the green grass. They're jumping around and they love hugs, like you said. They even put their heads like right here, like they like to hug. It's kind of weird. But yes, I believe that if the animal is less stressed, I think the food's gonna be, or that meat's gonna be better. You put them under a lot of stress, yeah, it's gonna be weird. Hey, what you got there, girl?
A popsicle.
And some hot Cheetos. I saw some Funyuns, a bag of Funyuns. Yeah, so cute dog. Thank you. Time for oranges, man. Josh and Babe. Whoo, man. Cowboy schedule was released. I'm not too happy with the Thanksgiving matchup. Rick's barbecue. How'd I wake up last Friday? 20 shots with CJ and Daddy Dutch. Yeah, John. Your pit looks badass, bro. What's for dinner? Trying to edit a video. Okay. About stress to cows. Research Temple Grandin. Um, so somebody was asking how I woke up last Friday. Oh, I was okay. I mean, I felt a little raw. So I had 12 shots of tequila. Um, and the first five I think were doubles. So that's 16 shots of tequila and four beers. So yeah, it was a good night, I think. I mean, hopefully I didn't act like too much of a fool. We had a breed of cow that loved getting attention from us. Oh, nice. John Lopez later, brother. Yeah, look forward to those to seeing those pictures, man. Guys, John's building a really nice smoker. You guys ought to follow him on Instagram. Josh and Babe, that was an epic hot seat. Yeah, it was good, man. I had fun. You know, we had been wanting to do that hot seat for a while, and how's CJ, by the way? Anybody talk to CJ? Hope he's doing okay. What was the difference, George? That the left side pulled apart? Okay, how's he doing, Josh or Babe? Oh, nice, very nice. Rick, oh, you're too kind, man. I promised you a shirt. CJ's all good. That's awesome. I promised you a shirt on the live chat. I'm gonna have to go watch it, or on the hot seat. I'm sorry. That's good. I was wondering about CJ. I know he put out a video, some hot. There was some bacon wrapped chili dogs with grilled onions. Oh man, what's in the glass? I've actually got some Captain Morgan and some Coke. Thank you, Stephanie. You know, one thing that I am going to do this weekend, we're going camping. So, by the way, happy Easter to all of you guys. Um, I saw that. I saw that, Josh. You know, you Californians and tri-tip, man, it's like freaking buying burritos out here in El Paso. I mean, you guys cook tri-tips like crazy out there. But we are going camping, guys. So we were cleaning out our RV this past weekend, and I got it out in the street. It's charging. Actually, I gotta go turn on the fridge right now as soon as this live chat is over. Gonna turn my fridge on, load it up with groceries and pickles. Man, that would be hilarious, dude. Oh, 43790 at Costco. King, I think you had mentioned that before. That's a hell of a price, man. I still have one black in my fridge. Call ahead. And then I got a Wagyu Gold from Snake River Farms in my deep freeze. Um, you guys want to go see all the food that I've got in my deep freeze? You guys would freak out. But we are going camping this weekend. We're going up to the mountains, and I think I'm gonna do a cook while I'm camping. Um, that'll be neat. It'll be neat to do a live video, or not a live video, but a cook out there in the mountains. Probably take my Weber kettle with me. How much for a shot of that tequila? Oh God, don't even say tequila to me, Josh. But yeah, I'm gonna do a cook. I'm gonna take my camera. I'm not gonna take my lights, obviously, but I'm gonna do a live. Not a live cook. I'm gonna do a cook when we're out there camping. I think that'll be fine. You got $5 on it. Just popping in to say hi and give a thumbs up. Awesome, Strong's Adventures. The biggest difference was you had a whole lot more brisket than you would if you would have cooked one. Yeah. $2.99 a pound. Yeah, the two briskets that I cooked were $3.49 a pound, and both briskets were like 14.3 pounds. You know, I swear, guys, that the briskets that I cooked on the left versus right cook comparison that I did you guys see that picture? My thumbnail on that video, guys. Those briskets, if they weren't from the same beef, those two steers were probably best friends or brothers, because those briskets looked exactly the same, trimmed up, but obviously one was the left and one was the right. But it was kind of crazy when I selected them. I was like, hey, I'm gonna take these two because they look the same size. And when I trimmed them, I was shocked. I was like, wow. I mean, they both look like they came off the same steer, or they were best friends, best friends till the end. James, how you doing, buddy? I want to buy a prime rib cap at Costco. $33 for three little ones. You know what, Josh and Babe? Yeah, they were, Rick. Josh and Babe. So those rib caps, guys, that is a prized piece of meat. So, Josh and Babe, do you guys have a Weber kettle or no? You almost have to. You have to cook it like a ribeye. If you like your steaks medium rare, smoke them for a little bit, maybe a reverse sear, but don't overcook them because it's a really good tender piece of meat. I've always wanted to do a rib cap, but again, in my area, I'd have to go to a butcher, a specialty butcher. There's a place here in town. It's called Coronado Prime Meats. They might be able to sell me a rib cap. Um, but Josh and Babe, that is a really good piece of meat, man, because you're getting that rib cap off of the ribeye, um, and man, that stuff is tender. That's probably the most prized piece on a ribeye steak, and it's the most tender piece. So don't overcook it. If you have, yes, Josh and Babe, if you can smoke it, um, a reverse sear, man, take it to maybe 130, 135 internal, maybe a little less, and let it rest. Oh man, that would be extremely succulent. Yes, Josh and Baby paid $85 for a rib cap. Yeah, rib cap steak. There's a lot of high end restaurants that sell that because again, that is the most prized piece of the ribeye. People love that. I love it. When I buy ribeyes, guys, that you have that kind of round part, then you have the rib cap on the top of it. It's kind of off the side to it, man. Surrounded by fat. Oh man, that stuff is good. Yeah, so I'm going to do a cook when we're out camping this weekend. I'm going to take my Weber kettle, and I'm gonna film a video out there. The nice green. Actually, you know what? I made the reservations at the RV park, and the lady told me that it was snowing. Back to the shot. $5. Am I down to take a shot of tequila? This one? Actually, I've got tequila all over the place, man. I got that one back there is that Don Julio. I think it's 1842 or something like that's like a $100 bottle. I think it is. No, man. I would take a shot, but I've got to conduct a workshop tomorrow. If I didn't have to do this workshop tomorrow, I would I would take a shot. But I've got to conduct a class tomorrow. Frank Daddy, how are you, man? Oh God. Oh God, Josh. You're pulling my leg, man. Shit. Let me go grab a shot glass. I'll be right back. What are we having, Josh? Oh, got a little bit of this left. Oh man, just ate eight. All right, all right. So I've got a little bit of this Don Julio left. Look at this giant bottle, guys. It's a 1942 tequila. I think it's $100 and some odd a bottle. This is good stuff. Cave to peer pressure. I'm only gonna have one shot, not the freaking hot seat shots that we were taking the other day. Kind of scared. $150 a bottle. Yeah, something like that. I love tequila, guys. That's my alcohol of choice. Ooh, Stephanie, you already had your shot. All right, cheers, guys. I am gonna chase it down with some of my Captain Morgan and Coke. Last one, I promise. That'll put some hair on your chest. Ooh. Conquest coil tubing. Yes, that was good. So somebody asked a question earlier. Let me see. Old vet, later, buddy. Belly busting. I missed your question. Is a rib cap a whole spinatus muscle? I think that's the technical term of it, or the official. Yeah, it is, right, James? So I'm not sure what that is, but that might be the technical term for the rib cap. But it is the cap of a ribeye. So, guys, what happens a lot of times? Yeah, I'm a little warm already after that one shot. So when I buy a ribeye steak, I make sure that it's got the good portion of the rib cap on it. If not, if it's gone completely, I'll stay away from that. That means that the butcher's probably taking that home. But it is the top of the ribeye, or the cap of the ribeye. And sometimes you can find a good portion of it on there. Yes, it is, Josh and Babe. It is the prized piece of the ribeye steak. Spinalis. Again, I think I've heard that before. I think that's the technical term of that piece of meat. Somebody Google it, or unless you're 100% sure. Um, you guys may have seen my chicken wing video as well that I did with my Vortex. I'm gonna do a separate video on that because I ended up buying that Vortex from Amazon, and it turns out that it was a knockoff Vortex. Yes, it's small, but it's awesome. I think it's, if you guys have never tried it, definitely get it. But that Vortex that I got, guys, it is a swap meat version of the Vortex. Um, so the kettle cookers, guys, I posted them on my community page. He noticed that the opening on my Vortex was too small, and he gave me a link to order the OG Vortex, if you will. So I called Amazon and I said, "Hey, these guys are selling this as a Vortex." It even says it on the description. It ended up being a knockoff version of a Vortex. So Amazon gave me my money back, and I ended up ordering the correct Vortex, which has a wider mouth. Because my wings took a little bit over an hour to cook, and the kettle cookers was telling me, "Joe, that Vortex that you got is not. It's a medium, but it's a knockoff version." So I ordered the correct one. So I'm gonna do a video on that one and see if the wings come out faster and if they come out crispier. The wings were amazing, by the way. I have a question for you. Let's say you're cooking a brisket, and there's a difference in flavor if the brisket comes from the male or the female. So, George, I don't know if I think a God, I got to do some investigating, George. But the spinalis is the cap of the ribeye. Yeah. All right, Frank Daddy. Um, so guys, I know that the beef, the briskets and stuff come from steers, and don't punish me, those of you guys that know this answer, but I believe a steer is a castrated um, male, something like that. Don't quote me on that, but I think that they castrate them, and then it becomes a steer or vice versa. But anyway, I don't know. I don't know the answer to that, the male or female. I think they eat all males. I don't know if I don't know. They do. I know that they do. I think. Oh man, the females they call them heifers. There's a difference if the female cow hadn't had any offspring, they call it a heifer or something like that. I don't know. I got to do some studying. You know, one thing I want to do is go to Texas Tech. They do have a like a beef university class, and they do have where they roll in frozen carcasses and they go through the entire animal itself. I think at that point I would be able to answer that question. Yes, the one on Amazon is a knockoff. Okay, so the steer is a castrated bull. So King, the one that I got was welded, but again the opening was small, and the vortex I guess is bigger. So I don't know. I'm gonna do a video on it, guys. We're all gonna know. But guys, I put the links to that Amazon deal and a couple of responses on my video. Please do not order that vortex. Okay. In fact, I found one. I couldn't find the other one. I deleted it. Do not order it from Amazon because you're not gonna be happy. So once it comes in, I'm gonna do a video on that one. Sakuna, how are you? I saw that you were doing a video today. I'm sorry, I was at work. I couldn't get on, but guys, Sakuna Swana channel. Um, she does a lot of great videos on castles and stuff, and it reminds me of when I lived in Germany. We toured Germany, and there was a lot of beautiful castles, and I love watching her videos. And she'll go like to some markets where she eats Chinese food, like authentic Chinese food and stuff, and soups and oh man, I love her channel. If you're into that stuff, but it reminds me so much of when I was in Germany. All the castles, the beautiful castles, the ancient castles. She does a lot of good stuff. So check out her channel if you want to, if you're into that kind of stuff. I don't know how I found her channel either. I just ran into it and subscribed to her, and I watch. Sometimes she goes live at castles, and I think it. I don't know if that's her husband that's driving the car. He likes to drive fast, so you can hear that car going really fast wherever they're going. It's pretty cool. I like it. No, don't. No, Josh, come on, man. Bill, the chicken fried later, man. Good to see you, buddy. He's going to post it on his own channel. James, I'm headed to Sag Miller House, going to video his trim brisket. Oh, nice. Sag Miller, is that his channel, Bill? Freaking Josh. Do you guys think I should give in and take that shot that Josh and Babe donated $4.99 to? Oh, very nice, Sakuna. Oh, that was Babe. That was Babe? Oh, yeah, it was Babe of Josh and Babe. Holy cow. Man. All right. All right, I'm gonna do one more shot, and that's it. No more. Don't. If you donate any more, I'm not gonna take a shot. Yo, baby shot. Oh God. Oh gosh. Here we go. Right out of the bottle, so you can't say that I fill up my bottles with water. And guys, that somebody had put on the chat last week that I had filled up the tequila bottle, the Patron bottle, with water. Shit, if water did that to me, I'd be drinking more water. Because you guys saw how I got. Plus the tequila, you can see the Patron. It's got a little yellow, even though it's tequila silver, Patron silver. It's got a little yellow color to it. Sag Miller is a pit master. Okay, that's cool. I'll have to check out his YouTube channel. New video. What's for dinner? Okay. Everybody check him out. Actually, I think I've checked out a couple of your videos already. What's for dinner? I found your channel. All right, cheers, guys. I'm gonna take one more shot, and that's it. I promise. This is good. That's got a good flavor. Whew. Fire. No, that stuff is good. This stuff is not like regular tequila. So, but it's good. Tequila makes his clothes fall off. Yeah, it did. You guys should have jumped onto the what the heck was that link? The can't think of it, but that night, guys, it was late, and I was like, I went to bed, so I took, because I'm saying too much here, but I like to sleep comfortable, so I stripped down in my clothes, and these guys were still talking, and we were chatting, and I was in bed. Oh, okay, it's 3 a.m. in Scotland. Thanks for stopping in, Sakuna. Oh shoot. James was there. Josh and Babe was there. Bill at Chicken Fried was there. Chef Johnny was there. Yeah, the Google Hangouts. Oh, what's for dinner was there. There was a guy that was playing his guitar. I forget what the heck his name was, but what's for dinner? Just thinking of it makes me laugh because we were. He was trying to play his guitar and he was telling everybody how much he loves. Was it Chef Johnny? That how much he loves Chef Johnny, and then he started playing his guitar, and oh man, it was a good time, guys. That yeah, I was in my birthday suit. Oh, it was hilarious. I mean, I don't think I showed anything, but it was hilarious. That was a good night. My wife the next morning she says, "Are you okay?" James says that his eyes are still burning. He's got it. You know how cows get branded with the farmer's name on it. I guess that those pictures are like branded into his eyes. He can't clear his memory of that. But it was all in good fun. We had a good time. But who was that guy playing the guitar? I don't even know who that was. But he was like expressing his love for Chef Johnny. Hey, J Lo. John Lopez is back. His friends call him J Lo, the pit master himself. Hey, John, is that going to be a reverse flow? Wednesday super shots. Yeah. I got a friend here in El Paso. I went and saw his shop yesterday, and he's actually building a reverse flow smoker. He just cut the lid open and put the hinges on and stuff. Okay. Hey, man, it'll still be nice, dude. Yeah, I can't wait to see you finish building that. I've been following you build that thing for a while, man. And I think you just mounted on the trailer. That thing looks awesome. Hubby is back. Thank you so much. Cheers to you, Dilly Dilly. All right, Stephanie. Yeah, we got a lot going on this weekend. We're going camping. In fact, I think I'm gonna drive my truck tomorrow. Okay, Joe, enter your giveaway. We will be live tomorrow night at 5 p.m. to announce the winner. You haven't entered yet. I am going to enter. I promise you. I saw that you posted that earlier. Um, but yeah, got a busy weekend. In fact, when I get out for this chat, I gotta go disconnect my truck, and I'm gonna take that to work tomorrow to wash it and fill it up with gas, and then we leave out of town Friday morning. And again, I'm gonna do a video up there in the mountains. I'm gonna do a video on my Weber kettle. West Coast Cajun cuisine. Don't think I've heard of your channel before, but that's interesting. West Coast Cajun cuisine. I love the name. Are you from Louisiana? Where's that Cajun come from? Actually, I'm gonna subscribe to your channel here real quick. Later, Josh and Babe. Good to see you guys, man. Appreciate you guys stopping in. Yes, I will be on. Oh, nice, very nice. I've seen a lot of pictures of crawfish. In fact, when I was up in Austin and James and I were at Valentina's the night before, he was at a bar up the street and they were doing a crawfish boil. I think it's the season for crawfish right now. So I'm gonna have to order me some here pretty soon. Get a bunch of friends together. I like doing crawfish, shrimp, and crab legs um, in my crawfish boil with some corn, some beef sausage, some mushrooms. some onions. Oh man, and Zataran's boil spices in the bags and stuff. Oh, nice. That's nice that you live out there, James, so close to T-Roy and Artichoke. Hey, John Lopez, you could have fooled me, man, because I've seen your equipment that you have in that shop. You have all the chisel hammers and the welders. I mean, it looks like a welder shop to me. And I guarantee you that after this build, um, if you weren't a good welder, you're going to be a good welder after that. Belly Bustin' Barbecue, crawfish. Crawfish is, I think, is a milder taste than shrimp, but it's a buttery, succulent piece of meat. The texture is similar to a shrimp, but they're so good. Like crawfish etouffee, I think last year we had a bunch of crawfish left, and we peeled them and made some crawfish etouffee with it. Oh my goodness. There's nothing better than that. A crawfish etouffee, man, over some toast, some nice crunchy toast bread. That stuff is delicious. So it's really close. I think what turn off a lot of people, or what turns off a lot of people, that it's the whole crawfish, the animal itself, and I think they freak out because you got to twist the tail off and suck the head and peel it, but it's good, man. It's really good. Um, and if you're gonna order it, I don't know what a true Cajun can eat in crawfish, but they can put, I don't know. What do you think, West Coast Cajun cuisine? How many pounds do you think a true Cajun can put down a crawfish? 5 pounds, maybe? And guys, 5 pounds, that includes the entire crawfish, okay? So it's not a whole lot. Okay, so you can put away 5 pounds easy. So that's a piece of just I guess piece of advice or recommendation is, it all depends if the people that you're going to invite to your crawfish, if they eat crawfish, 5 pounds is pretty easy to eat, and they go by quick, guys, because some of these guys can peel them and suck them down so fast. You're like, whoa! You look over and he's already got a mountain of carcasses sitting next to him in front of him, and he's only 5'8", 135. Oh man. And I'm sorry, I can't. I said a he, but I'm not sure if it's a he or a she, female or male. So West Coast, fill me in. If you're 5'8", you're a tall woman. Okay, good. So yeah, you can put away 5 pounds too. Yeah, so that's an average, guys. So if you're gonna invite 10 people over, man, you got to order 50, 60 pounds of crawfish if you want leftovers. That stuff is so good. And I order mine from Louisiana Crawfish Company, or Louisiana Crawfish Company. They purge them for you. They ship them to you live. I like to purge them here at home again a couple of times, and then just boil them up. Actually, we've actually done crawfish races where you tie a piece of yarn or string to them. Oh, cool, man. You tie a piece of string to them, and you put them on one end of a table, and the first one to run off the edge wins. So everybody puts in like $1, $2. Louisiana Seafood. No, it's Louisiana Crawfish Company. Look them up. They can ship you all the rubs, or all the spices, I should say, everything that you need. Louisiana Crawfish Company, guys. That's a place to get them. You can look them up online. They raise them right. They purge them for you, and They're great tasting for sure. Yeah, there's a package deal. I don't like the package deals, but I go buy all of my seasonings from Albertsons. A lot of Zatarans. Get some lemons. Put that into the mix, and I like it spicy too. A lot of people it's too spicy, especially if you suck the head off the crawfish. I use both, John Lopez. I use the liquid and the powder. Thoughts on my YS640? I love my YS640. I've been cooking a lot on it recently. Guys, that thing, you guys saw the briskets. Um, that thing is so versatile, man. You saw that I fit two 14-pound briskets on the top shelf. Yeah. um, you just got done looking at that left versus right. Awesome, man. Um, that was a good brisket. But anything that I cook on that Yoder, man, it's amazing, guys. I can put a lot of smoke or I can put a little bit of smoke. I get a lot of smoke at 225 or 250. I've cooked what did I cook on those? Some Korean style short ribs, and I cooked that at a high temperature. I think it was like 450 degrees. But that's the nice thing about it being so versatile, guys. You can go very low and slow, or you can do hot and fast. I actually did a hot and fast brisket on my Yoder, and I separated the flat from the point. And man, guys, the briskets that I cooked, the lefty and righty, I call them. Man, those things got really nice and puffy. I don't know, and they stayed like that. But when I separated my point from my flat and I did it hot and fast on it, man, that brisket got like a cake. It was like a loaf of bread. It was really nice and round. I've done hot and fast ribs on it. I've done pork shoulders on it. Man, that it's built like a freaking tank. I'm gonna put out a video on how to touch up your Yoder because you will get some paint that chips off. Just like your cars need oil changes, your grill needs some maintenance too. So I'm gonna do a video on that, how to touch up your Yoder. John Lopez, appreciate that, man. You have a Mac 1 star, love it, awesome. I know, Rick, I haven't, man. I need to, bro. I need to do something on there. I need to do something on my drums. I got my pit barrel cooker that I love too. I just don't use them much. But I got them all nice and covered in my backyard, under the shade, under the canopy. Yeah, here's the thing, guys, on pellet smokers, okay? If you can afford the best, buy the best. I like to buy things once. I don't know about you guys, but I like to buy things once because if you have to buy them twice or more, that stuff gets expensive. So if you can afford it, try to buy not. You don't necessarily have to buy the best, okay? But do your research, and if you can afford it, buy it. If you can afford a Yoder, buy it because that'll be the last pellet smoker that you ever have to buy. Yes, John Lopez, you get what you pay for. I have two Yoders and a Mark or a Mac, all great. I don't think I've heard of that Mac before. I'm gonna look into that. Um, but I've owned two Yoders, guys. I'm fixing to get a giant Yoder. Um, and I spent a couple hours cleaning my Commando, so I wouldn't have to worry about cleaning it after you move. Yeah. Oh, you're funny, Rick. But guys, yes, my Yoder is awesome, man. I love it. Again, guys, try to buy things once, man, because you have to do it every time you go cheap, guys. It's gonna come back and kick you in the ass, man. It really is. I went cheap on my side of my house. I parked my RV on the side of my house, And freaking James. I parked my RV on the side of the house, and so I laid this long driveway. Okay, and I had this guy laid down some cement, and he did a horrible job. It's so bad that I'm gonna have to rip it off and have somebody do it the right way. But I went cheap, and that's what happens, guys. So I'm done learning my lesson with buying cheap because good ain't cheap, and cheap ain't good. I can tell you that right now. And made in China is not good either. You always say that about guitars. Do your research, make the decision, make the right decision. Absolutely. What's for dinner? Um, Daniel Taylor, what's up, man? Be- Best bang for an offset? Oh man, there's a lot of good offsets out there. Um, I went cheap with an offset. I bought a Oklahoma Joe. I cooked on it once, and I haven't cooked on it since. It's sitting in my backyard collecting dust. That's the only grill in my backyard that's not covered, guys, because that is a pile of you know what. Um, if somebody wants to drive down to El Paso, I will give you that freaking grill for free. It's terrible. I hate it. So buy something that's made in the USA. Yoder's made in the USA. Again, they have offset smokers too. In fact, they posted one on Instagram the other day that I absolutely love. It's kind of an army green. It's got that star on it, like you find on Jeeps and tanks and stuff. It looks like a tank. It's built like a tank. But you know what a good smoker is? An El Rey. And whoever asked that question, I forget who it was. I have an El Rey for sale. If somebody wants to buy it, let me know. That's made 100% made in the USA, pounded out by hand, built like a tank. So if somebody wants to run or buy an El Rey, I'll make you a deal. I've got it for $8,000, but make me a deal, and I probably won't deny it or decline your offer. um, Matt Johnson, yes, buy it one time and cry one time. James, I'll take that as a down payment, and only because it's you, James, and I know you. I will take $1,000 every 2 months from you if you come pick it up. It's used. Oh, you're hilarious, bro. Yeah, do your research again, guys. It goes back to doing your research, man. Um, I know a lot of people on YouTube have Lone Stars. I think they worked out some kind of deal with Lone Star, and they've got him. And JP has one. He's always cooking, and he cooks really really good food. He runs a good channel. It's one of my favorite channels. But again, guys, it's if it's made in the USA, chances are you're going to be good with it. All right, guys, I'm going on a little over an hour now. You guys have any last questions? Let me see here. Multiple owners, two owners, layaway plan. The only person that's going to get away layaway plan is James. Yes, and you know what? What's for dinner? That's me too, man. I would rather sell a customer something at a lesser price because it's going to fit his business than to oversell him something that I know is not going to be. I mean, it'll do the job, but I try to match the piece of whatever it is with a customer. There's people out there that'll try to sell you the best because it's the most expensive thing in the store, but I will sell them the best thing because I know about it. I sell a ton of them. and I know that it's going to be the right thing for the customer. I don't want to get a phone call down the road saying, "Hey, I've got a problem with this thing that you sold me." It is, John. Unfortunately, things are. Um, Rick, I don't know, man. James at Aimem and Claimem, you probably have that Pitmaster beer, right, James, out there in Austin? But guys, everything's made in China these days, man. It's unfortunate, man. Yeah, unfortunate. Everything is made in freaking China these days. My even my glasses, these are Oakley glasses, and I almost guarantee you that these things are made in China. Yeah, look at that right there. I don't know if you guys can see it. Let me get you closer. It says made in China right here somewhere. So even these glasses, guys, are made in China, man. Let's see this TVEC cup. Oh, TVEC's made in the USA. So look at that. And it's got Dallas Cowboys on it. I mean, this has got to be good. Exactly. And you know what I paid for these freaking frames? Ridiculous. Try Live Oak Brewed in Houston. Smoking Under the Big Sky says Pits and Spits. Either they're big bark. So yeah, guys, do your research. If you can find something made in the USA and it's good quality, do it. You guys are lucky. You guys that have an HEB out there in Texas. I mean, I'm in Texas and we don't have an HEB, which El Paso is not a small city anymore. I mean, I don't know, fourth largest, something like that. I don't know. No, we can't be the fourth largest. So you have Dallas, Austin, San Antonio, Houston, probably fifth or sixth largest city in Texas, and we don't have a freaking HEB. James, get with your people out there in Austin, man, and tell them to open up a damn HEB here in El Paso. HEB came from Corpus. I liked Austin Backyard Life. I liked Austin. Excuse me. I think that we spent 2 or 3 days out there, and I loved it. When we were gone, I almost knew the name of every street. I knew how to get around there without a GPS. Yeah, you're kind of biased. Yes, what's for dinner? Their custom builds are freaking amazing, dude. All right, guys, I'm gonna jump off here because I gotta go disconnect my truck and get ready for tomorrow. Study a little bit my presentation for tomorrow. But thanks for coming on with me tonight. Um, don't forget tomorrow night the hot seat with CJ is going to be on. So I'll jump on there tomorrow. I'll be busy, probably loading up the RV and stuff. But I'm going to jump on. Um, but um, but I'll be on tomorrow. But if we don't talk, you guys have an amazing Easter and eat plenty of eggs. But again, thanks for coming out tonight, guys. We'll see you guys later. Peace out, guys.